Hello, this is Nick Harris. I'm from Raw 51 AM and I am delighted to be joined in Birmingham by one of my favourite bands, Bears Den. Kev and Davey, how are you?
We're good. We're really good, thanks.
Yeah? How's the tour been going? I think you played Brighton yesterday, first day of the tour.
Yes, it's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun. The show yesterday was great. I'm just really excited to be out playing.
Absolutely, showcasing the new album as well. The tour is completely sold out, which is absolutely fantastic, including a sold out day at the O2 Academy in Brixton. You guys must be delighted with how that's gone.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think Brixton Academy's been a bit of a, it's a really special venue. Like, we're both from London, so it's one of those places we've seen a lot of bands play at, and never really thought, I think, our band would ever get the opportunity to do that. So this tour feels a little bit like that in many ways. Even being here, we've played the other rooms in this building.
We've never been many times.
But yeah, it's really nice to be playing in the bigger room and things like that. It's lovely.
So you've got a sold out tour and your new album, Red Earth and Pouring Rain, peaked at number 6. It's been a pretty good year for you guys, to say the least.
Yeah, it's been good. I don't think we expected that either. I think we obviously have low self-esteem, so we never expected anything good to happen. But no, that's not true. But that was amazing to have that happen as well. And yeah, it's been a really exciting year so far.
What sort of responses has the new material been getting on tour?
You were saying yesterday, you can't really tell the difference between old and new when it comes to performing in terms of audience reaction. That's a really nice thing.
Yeah.
I suppose there's a slight worry when you make a new album. You know, it's not, people are going to have their favourites from the old album and just want to hear that one, but it's gone really well.
Yeah.
Quite astonishingly not been an issue at all or anything, so yeah, we're very fortunate.
Well, that's great, especially seeing as it's a change of sound for you guys. You've sort of left the folk roots of Islands and you've sort of turned a bit more electric. Obviously you're now down to 2 members. How has that changed things now that Joe's left the band? Obviously you've lost the banjo in the band.
No, I think it was sad when Joe left, but I kind of understand the reasons why. We're both very sympathetic to that. But you know, like as a touring group, there's 6 of us on stage now, including 2 banjos on a couple of songs. So there's definitely like all sorts of stuff going on still. You know, it's really fun playing with so many people.
Yeah, and I think like for us, the banjo has always been like a part of what we do, but not sort of the defining characteristic of what we do. So it's just a really beautiful instrument when it's the right time for the banjo. It's like no other instrument can quite do what that instrument does. So we still have it kicking around in a few new songs and some old ones too.
Did you see it as a risk changing sounds on the new album, or was it something that you always planned to do, or it just happened?
Felt like we couldn't have not changed the sound, if that makes sense. Like, as in, we were already developing it live, like as in it was evolving live, and I think we were really just getting interested and excited in different sounds, and you know, wanted to experiment. So I think it was sort of inevitable, really.
Because it's certainly a more intense album, that's for sure. I personally really like it. And as you said, that's developed from the live shows, because the live shows are very intense. You're playing at bigger venues now, as obviously you're getting bigger as a band. Is that something that you enjoy? You enjoy playing to more people, or do you prefer more intimate gigs?
I think we like both, don't we, for different reasons.
Yeah. It's fun. Like we've done some shows, like so many different kinds of shows over the years. Like recently we played like a show to like 50 people in Camden, completely unplugged, playing songs from the new album acoustically. We played in churches, we played recently in Italy with like an orchestra, and then we've done with a choir as well at that show, and we've done stuff like fully electric. And
is that something that you might see in the future, with like choirs in the background and proper orchestras?
I think just to like constantly like try out new stuff and always think of interesting ways to present your music. It's like that's the challenge, I think, is sort of as you grow as like songwriters or as you grow as like musicians, it's also to like expand and like, you know, keep thinking of new ways of how can we, and trying to drink in all the amazing like stuff going on around you and great music that's coming out all the time.
What albums influenced Red Earth and Pouring Rain? Or what artists, anything in general really, what sort of stuff did you take influence from this album?
so many different things. It's so hard. Like we like have like a short list of things, but it's like actually that is exactly all that is. It's just a small list of things that of about 1 million things that we were referencing like movies and soundtracks and books and everything. Like I think Napoleon, we were like going for sort of that
history
song.
lesson.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like almost, but it was like that song was like. So it's like a Dead Flowers kind of Rolling Stones thing going on like a lyrical level, and then there's like a
Ennio
Morricone thing going on musically, and then just sort of a military drum vibe going on. It's like so many different weird worlds all colliding, I guess. So it's hard to pinpoint.
She let me out. She let me out. No, I tried so hard.
The latest single, Emeralds, that's got like synth sounds on it, that's got reverb guitar sounds on it. That's sort of a theme throughout the album, really. Did you knowingly try and experiment? Did you see the second album as a chance to just go out and experiment?
Yeah, definitely wanted to try and do something new. We talked about it before, and we said that idea of like you shouldn't make albums that people expect or want. You should make the album people didn't realise they wanted, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, surprise people. When you make an album, you shouldn't be totally comfortable. Do you know what I mean? You should be a little bit like, oh crap, what have we done? Otherwise, you're not doing something unique. You're not doing something interesting enough. And we've also just got to really like it before anyone else listens to it. If we don't like it, then it's like, what are we doing this for, kind of thing.
Absolutely. Now, one thing that has sort of stayed the same or remained is just the profound lyricism that is present on the album. Particularly the song Old Wives is a good example, because that's obviously about tackling Alzheimer's. How do you find such deep themes and portraying them in songs? Is it a difficult thing to do? Is it like a hard thing to put down?
It's honestly, I wouldn't say it's difficult. It's kind of the only thing I can do. I'm kind of drawn to stuff that means something or moves me or something. So I really love listening to songs and just sometimes going, even like the earlier songs you hear, like lyrics really hit you and you don't really know why, and then you explore and then you like discover this world or something that someone's created and have like tried to articulately describe something, and it just, together with the music, just hits you in a place that other things can't, or maybe like a really good movie can, or a really good book can, or something. That's always been like, wow, music is so powerful. You can do that through music, that's incredible. You can do that through songwriting, that's incredible. So I guess it's not been a conscious thing, it's just kind of the only way I personally know how to write lyrics. So.
To find your memory, a trace of all that you have left behind. And the old wife swore that you were born to die.
I always wondered with you guys, is it autobiographical or is it storytelling of others? Because with songs like Agape, Sophie, off the new album you've got Roses on Rees as well. Are they autobiographical with the deep themes that run through them?
Definitely, I think they are, but I also think there's like an element of trying to tell a story. We've laughed about this before, but otherwise, there's a fine line between just moaning and telling like songwriting.
Boo-hoo music.
Yeah, boo-hoo music. I'm so upset all the time. Like, sometimes it'll be a really silly line and I'll keep it. Sometimes it'll be like something that's taken me ages to think out, and I'll try and be like chiseling it for weeks to try and get the line to sit how I want it to, but actually, by the end of it, I want it to feel like I haven't written it. I want it to feel like someone else has written it. So it's like almost like you're spewing out quite a lot of, like if you saw the sheets of paper of nonsense before it becomes something, it'd just be dreadful.
On a slightly different note, last week you released a brand new video for G on the Vine. It's a comical table tennis video. Are you both that good at table tennis?
Better.
Really?
Yeah, I feel a bit upset. I feel like it looks like I don't know what I'm doing in that video compared to what I'm actually capable of. I thought the same with you,
Yeah, I think sometimes something gets lost on the big screen.
Yeah. So if you weren't musicians, you'd be professional table tennis players.
Yeah, don't they say about tennis when you watch it, it's like you don't quite get the speed of the game when you watch it on TV, and when you see it live, you're like, wow, yeah, live it's unbelievable. They had to slow down the shots to make it look more believable.
Yeah, exactly. Because they were like, we're never going to buy this.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a really good day.
It was really fun. Something like that's really nice about it as well is that everyone in that video is basically people we work with and spend a lot of our time with. And see our tour manager Benny, our guitar tech Ryan, And Bob Harris, the Radio 2 DJ, who's like been just an absolute legend and such a supportive figure for us pretty much ever since we sort of started. To have him along and be in the music video and just sort of, it's a really ridiculous music video.
Yeah.
But it
works.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. But we just had a really fun time, and I think also we are aware that we write our songs are quite heavy sometimes emotionally and stuff, and we take music videos really seriously. But at the same time, it was nice to do one that was like lighter side of stuff and like just have a laugh with your mates basically, which is really nice.
And quickly following on from that, it sort of left on a cliffhanger at the very end, like as to whether your final shot went in or not. Could you shed any light on whether it did, or is it completely open to interpretation?
I have my theories. You know, I think we should leave it.
Yeah, leave it hanging.
Leave it hanging. It's like, what does Bill Murray say to Scarlett Johansson at the end of Lost in Translation? It's the exact same thing. You know, you'll never know.
Yeah.
You will never know.
And I consider that video to be
The only
a comparable piece of art with Lost in Translation, actually. As part of the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, that's good.
You know.
I want to talk to you, Kev, about Communion Records. Now, you established that with Ben Lovett, obviously of the Monkey & Sons, and Ian Grimbleswell, who's your producer. I want to ask you two things. So, first of all, why did you want to get into that sort of thing? And secondly, working with the artists that you do at Communion Records, how has that shaped Bears Den and Bears Den's music?
I think, you know, me and Dave are both very keen on learning stuff. I think we learn well off other people and are inspired by other people. So I think obviously it's good to be working with artists, or it's just interesting to see how other people do stuff. Oh, I've never done it like that. Or, wow, I can't believe you just wrote a song about a Mongolian soldier, but it sounds like a love song, or whatever. Like, it's just interesting. Yeah, if you surround yourself with interesting people doing interesting things, then you will hopefully also do interesting things. That's the way I look at it.
Don't cry, hold your head up high. She would want you to, she would want you to. Please just don't cry, hold your...
I wanted to ask you about the film Austin to Boston. So you're obviously touring with the likes of Ben Howard, Nathaniel Ratcliffe and the Staves. I read that you wrote the song Above the Clouds of Pompeii whilst on that tour.
Yeah.
Was being in that sort of environment conducive to artistic inspiration?
Yes. Yes. Next question.
Could you expand on that? So it's probably a stupid question.
Yeah, no, I think it definitely was, and I think again, like sort of tying into what I was just saying before, I think you can learn so much, and like we were a very young band at the time, and it was just amazing to be on the road with those people and watching them every night and jamming with them and hanging out with them, and yeah, it was great.
Is it the sort of thing that you would potentially do again in the future, or too big for that now?
Too big for that shit.
Yeah, sorry, but yeah, no, we'd love to do something like that again. We always chat about it. It'll happen at some point.
It's a real shame with touring music, because you all have your different kind of schedules, and then miraculously, occasionally, you do bump into someone in Edmonton, Canada, or something, and you go like, hey, it's been like years since we've seen you and stuff.
Plus, you need to get hold of a lot of camper vans, which is
exactly. We're going to need a few more VW camper vans for the next one. Yeah.
I know you've only just released your new album, but have you thought at all about your next album?
I think it takes quite a lot of energy and internal resource to make a record, and I think we're starting to our little cults are starting to whir again, but I think it'll be a while, and that's good. I think it's you have to have a kind of fallow period after making an album. I think particularly the way we chose to make the second one.
Have you got any more avenues you want to explore musically, experimentally?
So many things.
I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, exactly.
On that cliffhanger, I feel like that's a good way to end. Well, thank you very much for joining me, Bears Den. Best of luck with the show tonight, and best of luck with the rest of the tour.
Thanks very much,
man.
Cheers.
Want you to